Oh my gosh, what is going on with I don't want to add media. Close. What the heck? Remove. I don't know what that's about. Okay. Here I am. Happy Tuesday. I'm on to color before I move on to something else. Um my nose is a little stuffed up. I think it's because it's really, well, comparatively warm today. So when I was coming home, it was 37 degrees. Now, like, what is that there for? Oh, brother. I don't understand what the heck is going on with Restream and these. What is that? I don't want that. Oh, brother. It looks like it's the demo thing, but I don't understand why that's even showing up. I don't understand that. Hey, Amy. I don't know. I don't even remember. My brain is a blur. It's a blur. Hey there. Okay, now that's real chat. Hey, Amy. Hey, Lori. Sorry, just that quick. Saw your name and then forgot your name. Hello? Uh, it's been that way. Let's see. So I'm coloring in my Lent book right now. Probably show some other things I've been doing though before I try and finish this page. I'm way behind. But like I said, this is probably a book I'm going to pull out every Lent and color in because I really like it. I like the little meditations, the scripture readings and thing. Like, I think we're actually on let's see, what are we on? We're on day today's Tuesday, day 13, is it? 13, 14? How many Wednesdays have we been through? Because you got to go by Wednesdays. I don't know. Maybe we're actually on 20 something. I don't know. I'll figure it out eventually, but I'm just kind of enjoying the pictures and the reflections on them. So, and thinking about how I want to color them. So I'm just gonna take my time. But this one, yeah, Ash Wednesday was still way back there. Um, Let me see. I gotta move my keyboard. I want to do it in like all grays. So, that's my objective for this one. So I'm taking my time because, like, to try and rush with all grays, I don't want to do that. Probably going to use some metallic markers in this. Like, what's wrong with my picture? I don't know what's going on with Restream. I'm getting all this kind of. Mm. Okay, there we go. That's better. Um, yeah. So I'm just taking my time with but so I'm in this one. And there's one that's in here that I saw. I think that's like the thing that I'm always saying every time I color snakes or anything that looks kind of evil. Under my feet. I thought this was made for me. The serpent under your feet. Yes. That's what I say. Under my feet. Anyway, except for snakes that eat bugs, you know. We have garden snakes in our yard that I appreciate them because they eat bugs that I don't like. You know, they eat the bad bugs. Anyway, something else I was going to show. I tried doing, I got brave and I thought, well, let me try doing some. I was still on the skin tone kick and I took out my Keep It Foxy coloring book and I did one with alcohol marker. And I need to watch some coloring. What is it, Paula? I need to watch some of her videos with how she does it with alcohol markers because she's a pro, literally, and she will know how to avoid streaks. So I did this one. I did avoid some streaks, but obviously not all. And it was really hard to like do this. So I was like, oh my gosh, I don't think I have the patience for this. Hey Ivy Pearl. And and I'm thinking, well, I don't know. I'm just not good with markers. That's it. But um I did do a little bit of shading with pencil around here afterwards, but I'm leaving the lines there because trying to cover them up, I don't want to do that. I want to see my progress with the markers. Then I was working on the hair. I was using alcohol markers for that too, and I got really impatient. I didn't want to color every lock. I was like, oh my god, I can't do that. I'm used to just making the movements to make it look like hair, but the hair in here is very beautifully drawn or whatever. I didn't have the patience to stick to that at all. I just did it. I started and then I was like, oh Lord, I can't be figuring out what color where. No, I'm not doing that. So anyway, um, hey Jill, good to see ya. But I tried to do as much as I possibly could just with alcohol marker, and I pretty much did, except there's pencil that's over here, that's over the marker. Um, and I just have pencil kind of shading a little bit here, but I was trying to get like the strokes of the alcohol marker, how to make it look like fabric or something or something. I was trying not to resort to pencil for that. I was trying to do it with the alcohol marker. Um, and This started off with marker, and I wasn't getting the thing the way I wanted it to. So I did. I used two different markers, I think, and then I still wasn't getting what I wanted, like especially for the whole picture to come together as far as color. So I did go over it with a pencil all over to kind of blend in because there was white sticking through or whatever. I'm thinking about maybe putting like gold specks or something like that with an acrylic marker on her scarf after I decide how I want to do the earrings. So, so that's one thing I've been working on. Um, Still want to get that skin tone thing, and I think I showed what all those other ones that I just kind of went crazy on. Is like, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. Where did it? What's the name of that book, and where is it? Oh, I see it. It's got to be up here. I got all these books on this side here. Is this it? Oh. And I actually found, oh, here, yeah, that's it. So I've been trying everything. What's the last one I did was, where is she? This one. Because I'm trying to get all of our skin tones. And, that's that goes like way all over the place. So I was trying to get somebody who was really, 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 really fair skinned. And this is really like sticky because I was breaking out with everything. The King Art gel sticks and stuff, and it's pretty funny. I actually broke out with a white one of those U.S. Art Supply super crayons because she was looking too orange. I said, okay, we're getting out the white thing, and I did, and like that actually helped. That toned it down, but I don't know if I want to be doing that every single time. There has to be a better way to get there. But anyway, so I did her. I don't know how I'm going to get anything on top of this because it's so tacky, but I have a lot of other pages to try the skin tone again, so that's the good part. I think I already showed her. I haven't done any more since that one. I moved to this. Your eyesight's blurry? Oh, okay. Okay. Well, it's really nice of you to stop by, of course. I always like that. And I always like stopping by your house. So, it's just good to see you. And still got you on my prayer list, so. got everybody and their mother on my prayer list, but I do pray for everybody. So, hey, Callie. Like I said, I always think of my friends from my first roommate, her Danish grandmother. Used to sit around. It was like they were like in their 80s, and they would pray for me. I'm like, oh, it's so sweet. They were so sweet. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't get that back in there. Too many books in there. Okay, what else did I? Another thing. Oh, do I want to show that? Been working on a mandala, but I'm not going to show that because I'm. Hopefully, I'll finish it for next week and do a short for Mandala Monday. That's the goal. This is another thing I'm working on. I'm just kind of stuck. I'm liking it better than I did, but it's still like, I'm experimenting. This is from Helen Elliston's Inky Mandala. What's it called? Inky Mandala Mix. And yeah, I like it better than I did. I mean, it's like becoming something. And I have to somehow cover up this line. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Washi tape, acrylic marker, or what. And then I want to add something, to the sides too. Do something I haven't done before. Oh, I can't see that too good, can you? And I have like I did used sparkle metallic acrylic marker, and I didn't really like the color, so I actually used stickles on top. And I'm feeling like I probably want to do stickles on these parts on the frog, but I'm a little scared because I'm not used to using those things. And I don't know what color stickles to use, so I'm kind of waiting. There's things I kind of want to do back here too, and at one point I just like took my King Art gel stick in the blue and I just went over everything because I was just like, oh my gosh, can we just finish this already? Because I was getting tired of coloring in every little thing. I also put some stickles. I tried to put some stickles on the white things there too. Hey, Mandy, hope you got my message. I'm going to talk about that in a minute because I got to look at it now that I found it. So I'm also, today when I got home from work and I was looking at this, sorting through my coloring things, I was thinking about the possibility of outlining some things in white. What would that do? Maybe like this thing back here. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm just playing with this one to figure things out. And I really like this particular mandala illustration a lot. And because when I was trying to get a good scan of it, I have several of them. So I'm probably going to wind up coloring it again in different colors. So I like this picture. And I happened to print I did a scan of another, well, actually, I took a picture with this webcam I'm using right now. I took a picture with my computer's camera to see if I could get a decent picture that way. Well, yes and no. This is what I got. And it's got there's a little bit of black line on here. And as you notice, it's like all gray in the background for some reason. I don't know why. And so I feel like the picture is decent enough to color this way, but I don't know about the gray background. I don't know how I feel about coloring on top of the gray. So I may just scan again the normal way, do a scan and get my picture that way. Because I really like this picture. It's like a mandala of lipsticks and lips. How cool is that? From the same book, Helen Elliston's Inky Mandala Mix. So yeah, I'm not sure what I want to do on that. Okay, so let's see. The other thing is, and I'm gonna get it out. Mandy mentioned, child, it probably was a month ago. Mandy's probably finished with her page. Is doing a coloring in Crystal Kingdom, a page in here, and I gotta find the page. It's the honeycomb page. Where's the honeycomb page? Is it in the middle or? Ooh, child, look at that. Ooh, that's nasty. Um, Tell me if I'm close, Mandy, if you can. If you can't, that's okay. I'll find it eventually. And so I had to move a box yesterday, and I thought, oh, let me look for that coloring book. Maybe it'll be easy, and I won't have to, since I already have things torn up for what I was looking for. It's like, okay, ooh, child. Foxes. I love foxes, but you gotta be careful. They got rabies around this place. But I saw one. I literally one. I saw one 2 years ago, and I was like, oh my gosh, look at it. Then I had to keep the dog from running after it because it's like, no, you might get rabies, even though you got your shot. We don't want to go through that. Ooh, child, what's wrong with her? Peacock woman. Okay, it must be towards the back. Fairies. Okay, I'm missing it. Back a few pages. Okay. Yeah, we're not finding it there. This is looking whole like Age of Aquarius kind of thing. We need the Fifth Dimensions singing in the background. Remember them? The Fifth Dimensions? Like, that was an interesting group. I know back in the day, black folks wouldn't claim them. That was like, sorry. Have I said too much? Oh, that's an interesting picture. It's like a caterpillar that's almost into a butterfly. That's wild. It's like he's in the middle of his transformation and he's out the cocoon. He got out the cocoon too soon. Okay. Where are we? My eyes are a little fuzzy today because of, like I said, I think it's warm today. And, oh my gosh, where is it? Did I pass it? Oh, brother. It's like they're all looking the same to me. I don't know. I'm going to go slower. Because that's going to be a page I work on. Because that'll be out of the ordinary of the other things that I'm working on. And I kind of like that. To work on different things. That one page. This paper is so good in here. So thick. I thought I had 2 pages. Okay, we're going to try and go slow. That's a web. We know that's not it. My goodness. Ah, this is it. This is it, right? Yeah, okay. I need a sticky thing. Give me a sticky thing. Where are they? Did I run out? Worst case scenario, piece of paper. There you go, piece of paper. Looks kind of grungy, but Barbie art crayon paper. Ugh, that looks gross. But that's okay. It's not wet. Okay. Got some echinacea flowers in there. I'll see what I can do. I might cover over that eyeball though. I'm not feeling that eyeball. Interesting possibilities for making it look like, what do you call it? This is in Crystal Kingdom, Mythographic Crystal Kingdom. It's Veronica Kolinska. It's funny because it begins with the W. It probably is Veronica. Because I had a friend from high school, and right after high school, the one I was going to go to fashion design school with. Actually, I initially was going to go, and then I talked her into going. And then it turned out I couldn't go, and she wound up going, and she did become a fashion designer, which is really cool. But we used to go shopping a lot, obviously, of course. And so every once in a while, I would just tease her, and I would see, that's a vest. I said, that's a vest. And she'd look and she goes, that's not a vest. Because she couldn't, I guess in her language, they didn't have V's. And so every time she said, I said she was supposed to say vest, she said west, and I used to tease her. I could get away with that, but I would just giggle and laugh and then give her a hug. So anyway, yeah, that's the book. So that's what I'm going to work on in between working on the Lent and the frog and a mandala every week and a skin tone after I watch a Creative Paula video to get the thing down with the alcohol markers, because I do need to use my alcohol markers. I really do. I have this set I've had for years and I need to use it. It's a generic, is it a generic set? I think it is a generic set, yeah. Called Tong Fu Shop or something like that. So I don't know. Should I even start this one? Should I think about it? I'm coloring in the eyeball. I'm pretty sure of that. Well, I definitely need golds in here. Yellow golds. Because it's honey. So a lot of times with the yellow gold, like a turquoise, with turquoise, yellow gold, turquoise, purple, maybe with a little bit of red somewhere. I probably should write that down. I already have a page that I did with those colors in a mythographic book. And then I kind of hate doing the same thing again, but I like these colors together. But at least if I write these down, I can then look at it and maybe change it from this and say, okay, you did that already. What else will work? Yellow, gold, green instead of turquoise. Okay, this is the first. I'm actually writing this stuff down. Yellow, gold, like a nice Kelly green, because it's March. Our St. Patty's Day parade here is going to be on a Saturday, actually. Yellow, gold, green. Yellow, gold, green, and red? I don't know. Could do fuchsia, which is a little different from the purple. It's like a combination of red and purple in a way. I don't know how I feel about that, though. Oh, and speaking of green, did you post it? I'll have to go look at it. I'm sorry I wasn't able to find it sooner. It was under like 2-3 boxes. And yeah, it was kind of crazy. And I just was able to get to it yesterday. So, do you have another page out of here that you're coloring? Because maybe I'll just do that one. Let me know. But a hot tip. If you want to make something green for St. Patrick's Day food-wise, purple cabbage and turmeric make the best color green ever. And I found that out by accident just trying to cook something just to get rid of the purple cabbage I had. I had some purple cabbage. I tried to make creamed cabbage, in a pot. Oh, the octopus? Oh. I was looking at that one as like probably that would have been my first one I most likely would color is the octopus because it looks like it has less drama going on with it, like, big spaces and things. This one. So maybe I'll do this first. That'll kind of ease me into coloring Kolinska's images. But yeah, so I tried to make some creamed cabbage with purple cabbage, and I was in a hurry, and it didn't turn out so hot, in my opinion. It's edible, but it was like, yeah, no, that wasn't what I was aiming for. And so I needed to use it up, so I made a Um, I made a dish with chicken thighs. I like seared some chicken thighs was with a whole lot of onions, and then I put the creamed purple cabbage in there while it was cold. I put that in there. Um, I had some onion peels that I had boiled down, so I had that. It's like brown liquid. And so I put that in there, and then I put some egg noodles in there to kind of cook with in the stock. The onion peel stock would make the egg noodles cook, get soft. Um, and I put turmeric in there, and actually put that in there before I put the noodles in. And stirred it around because I asked, I was like, okay, I think I asked Alexa or I looked online, what would make purple cabbage green or something? I said, add turmeric. And so I did, and I love turmeric. Child, that thing, the longer it sits, the greener it gets. And it's a really pretty, it's like a Kelly green. It's crazy. It really is like it's Kelly green. So that's a hot tip for you for St. Patrick's Day. You want some really green food? Purple cabbage and turmeric, and let it kind of soak for a while, and it'll get super green. Okay, so are we gonna finish this guy? This page? I'm way behind. And so the reading on this says, around the beginning, the serpent tempts Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, enacting the fall of humanity. Human sinfulness enters the world for the first time, and with it, death and labor. So I'm trying to kind of make it look like that. So that's why I did like a rainbow, but I got it dark in the middle because it's like the dark is like from the snake. It's like in whoever's hand there, the darkness is like kind of spreading. Kind of depressing, but I don't know what to do with this. I don't know if I should go on and color another page until I think of it or what. Made the center gray, but I don't want like everything to be gray in here. That would be kind of boring. And I gotta give it a background too, of some kind. I also want to find out. Oh, that's it. Yeah, this was hard, kind of hard. It's like, ooh, I don't know if I want to color all these straight in a row because they're kind of depressing. When Cain kills Abel. Oh, that kind of says a lot about where we are today, to be honest, with what's happening in the world. What does it say in Romans? Where sin abounds, grace much more abounds. Grace, 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 grace. Be the grace. Pray for grace. Somewhere God is doing something. That the devil's got to kick up dust about. Red background, for sure. Red background. Another rainbow. I've been wanting to color this one. It's rather simple, so I think I'm just going to do it. It's interesting because I wound up hearing the scripture during the same time when I happened, and I was like, where did I see a picture that looked like that? Because the thing was describing shoots coming um, out of the trunk. And I've actually now, having living in the country now for like 20 something years, I've actually seen that. Something I never would have known would happen. And I was like, yeah, that's right. Like you think the thing is dead and it's gone and nothing's going to happen with it anymore. And all of a sudden, You go there in the summer and you see like shoots are coming out of the stump. It's like, who would have thought? So when you think things are gone, they're not really gone. They're just kind of like the growth is happening in places where you can't see it, and the sap is still sapping. Kind of reminds me of when was it Elijah? Because like I've been stuck on this whole Elijah thing for about a month at least now, where he was running from Jezebel and Ahab because he just did a big thing. He had that big showdown. But you know, the adrenaline after that, adrenaline's gone, and like, oh my gosh, what have I done? She's gonna kill me. And she'd already killed like what, like 400 prophets. So it was no big thing for her to kill Elijah too. She's like, okay, let's get rid of that one too. And I'm still confused as whether he. It seems, in one way, it seems like he knew there were other prophets that were somewhere hidden somewhere, but then it seems like he doesn't. I don't know. I keep reading the scriptures on it, and it's like, does he know or doesn't he know it? It's really weird. I don't know. I'm still trying to sort that out, but um, he was scared because she was after him, and how with all the trouble going on, he ran just to get away and hid somewhere. And how the ravens. That's what this picture I was coloring. And one reason why I wanted to color it is because I was thinking of that whole situation, how he just went away, went by the brook, and the ravens fed him. And just how the Lord provides for us in ways that, maybe might not be the usual way, might not be the normal way, normal, quote unquote. But he makes sure that we have what we need for what we need to do, even if what we need to do is just exist until the next battle. Sometimes that's all it is. But he gives us what we need. And it's kind of funny because as I'm saying that, that's exactly what happened to me. I was really dealing with something. And it's like last night in my sleep, I got 3 answers to 3 different problems. And I was like, whoa. And woke up and just knew that, yeah, that's it. This for this, this for this, this for this. And that's like only the Lord. Only the Lord can do that. That was like, I woke up, I wrote it down. It says, okay, now I know how I need to pray. I know how I need to pray and how I need to, keep my eyes open and watch. I know now. That was really, as I'm saying that, I'm really like realizing how amazing that was and is. So I always know when I'm like stressed out or in turmoil about something, that there's something working on me and there's something that's about to, I don't know, come out and answer some things. That is what happened. And I think it surprises me every time. I don't know why, but it does. Or maybe a part of me is scared that, like, well, maybe that won't happen this time. And I try not to be in fear like that because they say fear casts torment. You don't want to be in torment mode. God didn't save us to be in torment mode. He doesn't want any of us to be in torment mode. But with all this stuff going on, I have friends and colleagues who are overseas, and it's like, oh, just a lot to be thinking and praying about. And take care of yourself. Don't live in worry. Don't live in fear. Just, trust God. He'll show you what you need to do when you need to do it. Now, I just picked up this color because I did, but like, I don't know. It's not one I use very often, but it's working really good on this paper. But normally it's really scratchy on a lot of papers. It's a metallic grass green. Seems to be working pretty good on here. I have a lot of pencils I have to put away. A lot. I don't know when that's going to happen. I feel like I'm just going to keep using the pencils that are still in the case and put those back in the case. And then when I get a chance, I'll put the ones that I have like in big boxes all together. Then put them in a case at some point. Maybe while I'm watching a movie or something. I did watch a good movie this weekend, a really good movie, and I didn't realize it was actually based on a true story. What's it called? What's the name of the movie? I'd have to go to my Amazon to do it. Do I really feel like doing all that? And they wound up like looking up some other stuff about it. I don't know why, but I got on this kick. I wanted to watch a Finnish movie, from Finland, because that's not something I've ever really watched that I can remember. And I don't know. I don't know what it was that got me the where I was like, I want to watch a Finnish movie. I wonder if Amazon has any Finnish movies. And I saved a bunch of them. And the one I thought I wanted to watch first was like, they want me to pay to rent it for 99 cents. I'm not doing that. And then the next day, I wound up doing that. Because it really was the movie I wanted to see. And it actually was worth it. I'm glad I did. It was really good. Um, it had subtitles, fortunately. Where is it? Prime Video. I don't even know, like, how can you rate movies now or something in I don't know. I lose track of how you do certain things, and they keep changing it, and I'm just trying to find my watch list. I can't even find that. Watch list, there we go. Where is it? Where is it? It's called Maria's Paradise, and it's about it's actually about basically like a kind of a cult leader from 1920s Finland whose name was Maria Ackerblom. She led like this religious cult. It was really good. It was a really good movie. So, and that sent me down a whole rabbit hole of what that was about, and I don't know. In the real world, once I found out it was basically based on that movie is based on a true story. Yeah, it was really interesting, engaging, well made, nice cinematography. Because like how they say there's nothing new under the sun. Like the same things keep happening over and over and over and over again throughout human history. So And I always wonder why some Christians want Christianity to be like a state religion. Why do you want that when, like, every other country who's done that um, is not, um, we actually consider them to be very immoral. Christians, well, I'm not going to say we like me, but these same people would consider these countries to be very immoral now. And all of that happened because, I'm going to say because, they made Christianity their state religion. Because they wound up, you mix religion and politics and you make both of them, you water both down. You make both of them bad. But every country that's done that, it's wound up, their Christianity is kind of like, not worth nothing. And it's not appealing because it's not based on the Bible. It's based on some set of rules some group of people made. And that's kind of what I'm learning from I'm sorry, I'm getting boring, but reading the Kierkegaard, finding out how much of a Christian Kierkegaard really was. I had no idea. He was hardcore. And his whole thing with Denmark was he had this whole argument with the Church of Denmark that they were too political and denying, you know, what Christianity is about. And so he made that delineation between Christendom, which is, things that men build, and use kind of Christianity as a token, and Christianity. He made a delineation between that. And I feel like that's kind of where we're at right now in this country. There's a difference. There's Christianity and there's Christendom. You got some people like, on a Christendom trip that's full of cover up culture and, you know, leaders doing all kinds of things that they want that have nothing to do with Christianity. That the actually law enforcement has to come in and take care of it, fix them, because the church isn't doing anything about it like they should be if they were really being Christ-like and following Christ's tenets. I don't know. There's just a lot of stuff I've been thinking about lately and where my mind's been, and some books I've been reading. So, to find out more about it, I don't know. To answer my curiosity, I'm kind of deconstructing because I'm discovering that some things where that I grew up with, as a Christian, and some things that actually people, organizations that actually helped me in my walk or that I came across in my walk with the Lord, and finding out the root of some of them, and that the root is rotten. Been thinking, kind of deconstructing a lot of that, because it's interesting that the Lord steered me away from certain things with them. It's like he's like, okay, get this part of it, but you know, don't get too close. And there were things inside of me when they would say it. It's like, no, I don't think so. I would say that, but I wouldn't think too hard about it. I'd just say, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Because I'm a big one to read the scripture and see what it says. And then after too many, no, I don't think so's, I'd be running. I'm like, nope, no more of you. And I could, I didn't really think about it or know why, but now I know why, because they were full of crap. Hey, Lee. Do I? No, I don't. I throw them in the trash, Jill. Is there something I can do with them? So that would be like, I imagine that be. Oh, see what I mean? I imagine that being a hot mess. I should have thrown them in the trash sooner. A hot mess. No, I'm not
That
that kind
luxury
of.
never waned. Their home was
Oops.
a palace of indulgence.
That wasn't supposed to start. That was my other computer. I got a video on there from this channel, Mythic Women, um, that I was watching, starting to watch before I decided to go live, about some woman who's a painter, who was a painter during the Art Deco era. So I might share it on my wall later. Seems like it's kind of a long one. That's why I stopped. Yeah, it's a long one. It's like an hour and 11 minutes. So I'm gonna save that for when I'm while I'm working. Yeah, what would you do with the shavings? What do people do with them? I don't know. If a tip breaks off, I shave that, but I don't save the shavings. This color, I call it baby poop brown. Sorry, I can't help it. I think I've said that before. That like the reason I said that is because I had one of my older cousins, his wife, when they had their first baby, and they lived like really close to us when my parents, and so I would go over there a lot. the first time, the first time the baby pooped, my cousin's wife, she was crying, and I was trying to console her. It's okay. It was this color. It's like it's okay. It's okay. So it looks just fine. It's all right, and it smells a lot of milk. It's okay. It was so funny, and she's older than me, and I'm like consoling her. I can't remember how old I was. Like I might have been like 20 or something. I don't know. And she's like, I can't believe that came out of her. That must have hurt for that to come out of her. It was all soft. It's like I doubt it hurt. It's just like, oh, that was funny. So that's the history of me calling this baby's first poop. Yeah, I think I saw somebody. I've heard of somebody doing that, but yeah, that sounds like a whole lot of frustration and a big mess to me. But you know, there's just some things I just can't. I'm not able to do because it just just not able to do them. And fortunately, other people are talented enough to be able to do that. Mm-hmm. Da-da-da. So you going live tomorrow, Lee? That's Wednesday. You doing your Wednesday lives? I can make sure that I'm there when you do. I want to see your progress. I think I'm finally, I don't know, I hope my computer is acting right now. It's just been acting strange. Both of them. So I think it's something with I don't know, the internet, the Wi-Fi, I don't know. I think it's more like the browsers and things. I don't know. Something's just weird. It's off. But I just had an update. I got another notice for an update on the graphics card, which I don't need because I don't game on that computer. So I'm not downloading that because I don't want it messing anything up. Um, and then I just had before I went live, Google wanted to update, and so I did that. So I was like, okay, maybe that'll fix it. Maybe that's what's going on because it's almost like my computer can tell when it needs to update, but the update isn't ready yet. Like other apps are already, wanting to work with that, and the browser or whatever isn't up to date or something. Uh, I'm getting a little aggravated with computers and phones and things. Like feeling, I'm close to feeling just chuck everything out the window and like go back analog. I'm sick of it. Plus, I'm getting more distrustful of the powers that be behind, fiddling with things. We really need to cut the head off that thing because if you can't trust who's in control of it or who has control of it, I don't want to use it. Actually, yeah, I was using Chat GPT the other day for something for work, and it added something else to the response. It said, "Would you like me to?" And I said, and I typed back, "Stop trying to figure me out." I typed it back just like that. And it says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I won't do whatever anymore." I wanted to type back, "You better not," but I didn't. But I just was. Sometimes I just get really aggravated with it doing that, trying to figure you out. It's like, stop trying to figure me out. I don't try to ask it any questions where it can, you know what I'm up to. Throw it at like an odd thing, so it's really like, well, where'd that fit in? Because I don't trust it. I watched 2001: Space Odyssey. I don't trust it. To me, it's hell. It's really useful in a lot of ways, though. But like I said, who it, you know, the way, I don't know, some people lack critical dealing working the creators of these things, some of them lack critical thinking, some of them because of money they wind up surrounding themselves with yes men and yes women, so the people who would actually be able to um, give them a well-rounded response and give them well-rounded feedback and alert them to some of the possible bad ways things could go, they get rid of them. So then they're surrounded in this echo chamber of people who are just like, yes, yes, yes. And they don't even know what they're creating in the process. They could be creating hell. Another thing to pray for, pray about. Because, it's kind of weird. We might need a Tower of Babel intervention. We might need one of those. God to come in and shut it down. I love technology, but I just, it amazes me how stupid human beings can be and smart at the same time. We seem to have a knack for that. And I'm just coloring. I need a sharp pencil. I tend to be using my, excuse me, this Dux de sharpener lately on these colors. Maybe because I have that other set of colors now too, so it's like, well, if I use these up faster, it's not, or if I use these really like they need to be used and sharpen them, um, I have a backup. So I'm less timid about sharpening them with a good sharpener, getting a good tip. And this book really likes colors a lot. They feel so smooth and buttery on these pages. Mm-mm-mm. Job asks the meaning of human life in light of the reality of human death, saying, even if a tree is cut down, out of its stump will shoot sprouts and new life springing out of what appears to be death. Job prays and hope, hide me in the darkness of death and remember me. Will we too live again? We will. We will. These little sayings, they make you think. Then I like that they give you the scripture to go to. Not only did Job live, but he got blessed with 7 times more than he had when he lost it. So the story goes. I was looking at my I took out while I was making my lunch, I was waiting for my toast to finish for my tuna fish sandwich. Um I took out one of my cookie books, and it's 1,001 cookie recipes. I love that book. I love that book so much. It's been a long time since I took it out. I was thinking of making cookies with molasses in them, particularly because I want the iron. Because I think, like I was saying, I think by drinking so much matcha and some of this, I don't know, mushroom creamer, I think it may be messing with my iron levels, which are normally good. But I think they're not might not be so good because I keep craving so much tuna fish. Um, and so I thought, let me make some molasses cookies or something. But I don't know how fond I am of molasses cookies. It's like I got this kind of love hate relationship with them. So I took out my 1,001 cookies book to see if I can find a molasses cookie recipe that I might like. And I saw that they have a molasses snap cookie, kind of like ginger snaps. I'm like, ooh, how do you make molasses cookies snap? I'd be into that, I think, because I like the crunch. I love crunchy. So I'm gonna take a look at it and see what it entails. I think I need to sharpen this pencil, but I'm gonna try and get away without it. See if I can quick put them together. I also have a big box of cornflakes that has been up there. Well, I hate to say it, but I think it's been up there for like a year. And I probably can make some cookies. I probably should use make some cookies out of that too, because I used to like eating cornflakes a lot, but then with the braces, a lot of times with if I had, especially with the back wire on my um particularly on my bottom teeth, the back wire was like scratching up the side of my mouth, my cheek, so bad that a lot of times it's like I couldn't eat anything like cornflakes. So I I had always used to have a box of cornflakes in my stash because of how much I liked cornflakes, but that one box hasn't gotten eaten because can't do it. And even now that I can chew better and I don't have any of that back wire thing, and my bite seems to be kind of more under control than it's ever been, which is a good sign. Um, I probably could now, but I don't know if I want to. Might be more fun to make cookies with it. Sometimes I would add cornflakes to my oatmeal cookies. I have all kinds of ways I make oatmeal cookies where I just throw stuff in there. I just throw it in. And that's one of the things sometimes I'll do. Just throw cornflakes in there. And it gives it a little bit different texture, but I'm probably not gonna do until I get my braces off is do the whole like I would throw like um flax seeds, um pepitas, the sunflower center things, um craisins, currants. I like currants better than I like raisins because they're smaller. And I only do the craisins if I make lemon flavored oatmeal cookies. Otherwise, I'll use currants. I have some orange peels. I could do some orange oatmeal cookies. That might be interesting. Those cookies don't last long with my husband being around. A lot more. So I need to have a ready-made stash where I hide them from them. So I'll have some. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking I need to use those orange peels. I don't know if they did it much, but there it is. What if I added the gray? Just because it happens to be out. What time is it? 4:04. Probably should go soon. Did practice my piano a little bit today. I need to do a little bit more. Excuse me. I didn't do any of my jazz book, and it says like 365 days, but I guess I'm still on target with it. It's not going to be, it's not going to be 2 weeks until like Thursday or Friday, and I am on the second week, so I guess that works. But I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I'm going to stay on like 1 week for a lot longer because it changes keys each week. At least it changed keys from the first week to this one. Started with C and then it went to, I guess it's F, that has one flat, and it is hard to play a scale with one flat. It's hard to play what do you call it, a seventh chord where you gotta use one, three, no, one, two, what is this? One, two, no, five, this is five. Five, four, two, and one. That's what you have to do to play all those keys that are stretched far away from each other, and then trying to do that with the flat, like move. Yeah, my fingers are all like, ah, we don't know what to do. We don't know what to do. Danger, danger. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't like that it went to that key so quick, but I don't know. The more I do it, the more I'll get used to it. But I feel like that's going to keep me on that week longer because that's so hard to play. I'm having a hard time with it. Getting the stretch and then the change is hard. Going from black keys to white, one black key to all white keys, because one will have your hand kind of scrunched up like this and the other one has it stretched out like that. And you have to go up like that. And yeah, it's got me caught up. Guess it just means I need to practice more. I love shading, I really do. I guess you can tell that the way I keep going in there and I don't even have to. I don't even have to. Okay. So two of my colors I love using for skin tones, for fair skin tones. I love these two pencils. That's why they're kind of worn out, especially like this one. I might cry when they're all gone. I'm gonna have to have a solid replacement because they are go-tos. I'm trying to start with this one. I decide what to do. I don't need to make anything for dinner today, but I might need to make something for tomorrow. I have a new pizza stone and I haven't used it yet. I need some dough. And I don't have any yeast, so I need pizza dough. I was gonna stop after work today and then I didn't want to because I don't know. I'm just like, get home. I just, I don't know what, I don't know why. I was like, I just don't feel like stopping. I think because people keep driving so stupid. I'm just like, oh, just get me home. I can't deal with this anymore. Why do people drive like this here? It's a small, small city. They should have better sense. There's not a whole lot to do. Okay, maybe that yellow's too yellow. That's also too late. And they covered up the lanes, but I may go over it with brown. How about that? Which brown though? Okay, that looks kind of weird. But we're gonna keep going. I've also been reading this book by this French philosopher who is a Christian in the, I guess, French Reformed Church. He went to a Reformed seminary or something, and um, well, he went to, I guess, a secular college, and he had a degree, PhD in philosophy. And then he also went to the other school for, um, they said he read for his theology studies, but he didn't, or something. He didn't do the final thing to get his degree for that, but like he's got all the knowledge. Really interesting guy, and that he's the one that got me back to reading the Kierkegaard because he quoted Kierkegaard, and I thought he said like Kierkegaard said that, and so I had to see for myself. I got the book. I was like, he said that. So I've been reading that guy too. Really good stuff, and he actually was he died in like the, is it the 80s or the 90s, and he was around during in France during like the French the occupation of the end guys, and he a part of the French resistance. So dude knows a lot, knew a lot, and been through a lot, and never heard of him until last year. And I'm like, why haven't I heard of this guy before? He also has a book about basically the philosophy of technology, which I have too, which I want to read. I only got so much time, but it's on my list. I want to read this other book of his first, since my head is there. But a lot of things I've read, articles and things I've read just about technology and the philosophy of technology, and then people actually, who talk about it in that way theoretically, have mentioned him, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. I think that's how I first heard about him, and then I found out this other stuff he wrote. I was like, really? And then I was like, oh, just give me everything he wrote. I want to read all of it. Okay, what was that? That's interesting. It's saying I lost connection. That's really weird. Strange goings on. why that happened. But it's probably a sign I need to get off of here. Okay, so we got these little things of color. Chances are I'm going to use acrylic markers for that. And I gotta color the ground. I'll probably make it look like, I don't know. Well, let's see. It's not all dirt that's around the tree. It's dirt and grass, so let's do it that way. It's kind of relaxing to do after work. To just color. Should I use a different green? Or do this underneath so the green looks different? So I'm just running my mouth. Lots of things on my mind. Good part is God is always good. All the time. I am so thankful for that. Oh, my nose is stuffed up. I need to rinse my nose. That's something I need to do. Rinse my nose. All stopped up. It was 25 degrees when I left the house this morning, and then it was 37 when I came home. When I was driving home. That's kind of what? That's like a 12-degree difference. Kind of looks good on the cementy kind of thing. Hey, TaylorMade, how you doing? Yeah, I kind of like that gray, actually. I was going to color over it with green, but now I'm not sure I want to. I got to think about that, because I kind of like it like that. So what do I do with the... I know I could do these the same. Green and brown. How about that? Where's the... Oh, not the beige. These swirly things, I'm not getting them right with staying in the lines, staying in with where they come together or go apart. Where's this one now? Let's do that. I might try to watch another Finnish movie since I'm in the mood for reading subtitles. I may do that. I never realized how, I don't know, Finland definitely has a different identity from like the Netherlands and Denmark. I mean, that may seem kind of obvious, but it really wasn't to me. And Sweden, like it just seems really different. They I don't know. They have I guess I'm just curious about them now. They have a very kind of I don't know how to describe it. And I saw that they're like, I don't know, that their official language is actually Swedish. And then there's another language that begins with an S or something like that. That is, like that people that are born there or whatever speak. And it was like I had no idea. And I was like, why are they talking Swedish? Don't they have Finnish? I thought Finnish was a thing. So like now that's another rabbit hole I'm going down. It's like, what the heck? What's Finnish? Now one reason I can't see myself ever like living there or wanting to go there unless it's, well, maybe go there in summertime, is those, is because isn't that the land of the midnight sun? So like I'll be there for the midnight sun, but I don't want to be there for the nighttime noon. It's like no, 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 too much dark, too much dark. Oh, but they're interesting, and I kind of want to know more. And I think I started thinking of like I had some kind of book when I was little. Like I said, my mother used to work at the library, so she used to get all the discards and everything, and she'd bring like the really good ones home. Okay, here I am, I'm stuck. I don't know where to go. It's got this kind of weird. I need green in there somewhere. You're going there, and it had really nice illustrations in it, and it had a picture, an illustration of some of from Lapland, and I just was so intrigued by that. And I guess that's coming out. That's from somewhere up around there, and there's, I don't know, just interesting. And how some of the people up there actually look Asian. Just like a whole lot going on. Is it? I have no idea, but I will be. But Linda, but I will be researching. You know what I should do? See if there's any Finnish coloring book artists, because it's kind of like they're not far from Russia. Oh, that's like saying I can see I can see Russia from my window. Like sorry, just like I don't know. I don't like how I did these colors, but it is what it is. I'm having the hardest time coloring these swirly things on every page. Every single page. It's like I don't know. Where's it meet and where's it end? I don't know. So they just wind up being something. Let's start with the lighter green. This is Lapland where the reindeer come from, or where they are, where the reindeer be. Lapland where the reindeer be. Oh, here we go again. The loop and the juncture always throws me for a loop. We gonna get it. We gonna get it. Brown in the middle or brown on the outside? Brown on the outside. Only because I like this brown. I actually have a new pizza stone. Okay, real like suddenly, I'm gonna change the subject, but I have a new pizza stone that I really want to try out, and I hope I don't dislike it. Just kind of why I want to get some pizza dough. I hope it's good. Oops, I forgot. This kind of broke. This kind of broke. And okay, so this can be kind of, oops, kind of curly Q with that. Okay, this is one of my favorite greens, so I'm like trying to save that tip. It's like, no, you can't leave me now. Now this one, I'm gonna put this tip in the what do you call it? One of my little dental wax cases, because that's a nice green. What's this one? It's lawn green. Works for me. It should sharpen. But I'm not gonna. Because you know me. I think I can get away without. Oh my gosh, this reminds me of the color of one of those random. The one of the dogs that were in that movie I watched. Oh my gosh, the dog, they were gorgeous. They look, it's almost like they had the heads of like um heads of like almost Rottweilers, but bodies of greyhounds. I don't know how they stand up, but those dogs were gorgeous. It's like I want one. I don't know if I want to feed it though. The thing is huge. But oh my gosh, they were beautiful. He said their education structure is geared to a lower stress model with less homework and almost no standardized testing. Assessments are left to the actual teachers. Oh, okay. I'm going to check that out. Huh. Yeah, I don't think I've ever met. I was thinking about that. I don't think I've ever met anybody who's Finnish either. Like, and I'm wondering, are there Finnish people in the United States? Because, I mean, Swedish, Danish, Dutch, but I've never, I don't know. Is it so good there they don't want to go anywhere? I don't know. Or I just haven't met anybody. I don't know. I'm weird. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what kind of dog that is, and I haven't yet gone on a search to like look, because God help me if I start looking at a whole bunch of pictures of dogs, I'll have one in my house the next day. One of each. So we're not going there right now. But yeah, I was looking at it, I was like, how does he keep his head up? That thing is big. And it had these and this was like an adult dog too. So like they were two adults. They were like the same. Although I think one was female, one was male. But their paws were like like how Labrador paws are so big when they're puppies? Well, their paws were like that, like compared to their legs. I'm like, what the heck? But it didn't look weird. It just was like they're really beautiful dogs. They were like short haired dogs. Yeah, so I wonder if it's like some dog that's particular to Finland, that's like some kind of hunting breed or something like that. Although I don't know how they'd hunt with I don't know. They seemed they were gorgeous. So anyway, Leave it to me to be watching a movie and be looking at the dogs. Oh, I didn't put any of that color in there. Should I have that color in there? Maybe I'll take it out. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Maybe I'll go in with a marker anyway and kind of change that because I'm challenged with these little things in the corner. Okay. So I think that's it for me for today. Thank you all for joining me. It's really nice to see you all. And I'm going to be looking at Finnish school system now. Something else to look up. And maybe that dog too, so I can share him with you. What kind of dog that was. Maybe they have it in the credits, like from the trainer or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. So, again, thank you for joining me. And you all have a good rest of your day. Bye bye.